a journey to rediscovering life and love. Sierra Belmont had everything anyone could dream of: luxury, fame, and an endless supply of designer outfits. As the daughter of Beauregard Belmont, the owner of a world-renowned ski resort, her life seemed picture-perfect. But beneath the surface, Sierra was stuck in a bubble of privilege, unsure of her own purpose. Her latest role as vice president of atmosphere at her father's Aspen resort was as glamorous as it was meaningless. Sierra knew the title was a way for her dad to keep her involved in the family business, but she wasn't interested. Still, she didn't want to disappoint him, so she went along with it, using her boyfriend Tad's idea to showcase her influencer skills as an alternative career path. The mountain mishap. Tad, ever the Instagram enthusiast, decided a mountaintop proposal would be the ultimate viral moment. Sierra, dressed in her most fashionable ski gear, accompanied him for the photo shoot. The plan seemed perfect until nature had other ideas. As Tad set up the shot, a sudden gust of wind sent Sierra off balance. Her skis slid uncontrollably, and she tumbled down the snowy slope. Though the fall wasn't life-threatening, it was enough to leave her dazed and separated from Tad. She eventually collided softly with a snowbank near a tree, losing consciousness. Enter Jake Russell, a hardworking lodge owner with a kind heart. He had just left a meeting with Beauregard, where his proposal to revitalize his small family-run North Star Lodge had been turned down. On his way back, he found Sierra unconscious and immediately took her to the nearest hospital. A case of amnesia. When Sierra woke up, she had no memory of who she was or where she came from. The hospital staff couldn't identify her, and without any belongings to go by, she was left in limbo. Jake, moved by her vulnerability, offered her a temporary place to stay at his lodge until she regained her memory. At first, Sierra was reluctant. She wasn't used to anything less than five-star accommodations, but faced with the unappetizing hospital food, she decided to give it a shot. Learning the basics. Life at the North Star Lodge was a world away from the glamorous resorts Sierra was used to. Jake's lodge was cozy but struggling to stay afloat. His young daughter Avi and her grandmother Alejandra were the heart of the place, pouring their love and effort into keeping it running. Sierra, now going by the name Sarah after spotting it on Avi's stuffed toy, tried to contribute to the lodge. But her attempts at chores were laughably bad. She turned the laundry into a sudsy mess, couldn't make a bed to save her life, and accidentally burned breakfast on more than one occasion. Despite her clumsiness, Jake and his family encouraged her to keep trying. Slowly, Sierra began to improve. She found joy in the little things: decorating the lodge, playing with Avi, and even learning to ski. For the first time, she felt a sense of accomplishment that wasn't tied to her family name. Meanwhile, in the wilderness, while Sierra was adjusting to her new life, Tad was having an adventure of his own. Lost in the woods, he stumbled upon a reclusive local named Ralph. Ralph, though gruff, took pity on Tad and offered him shelter. Watching Tad attempt basic survival tasks like chopping wood was a comedy of errors. Ralph eventually helped Tad find his way back to town, but the journey was anything but quick. A Christmas plan. As Sierra grew closer to Jake and his family, she learned about the challenges they faced. The lodge was on the brink of closure, and Jake was doing everything he could to keep it alive in honor of his late wife, Carla. Sierra, inspired by his dedication, came up with an idea: a holiday fundraiser. They organized a Christmas party, inviting past guests and local residents to celebrate and support the lodge. The event was a hit, bringing the community together and raising enough funds to declare the lodge a historic site. Just as the night seemed perfect, Tad and Beauregard arrived, having finally tracked Sierra down. The sight of her father triggered her memories, and she realized who she was. Though it was bittersweet, she returned home with her family, leaving Jake and Avi behind. Pash, new beginning. Back at the Belmont estate, Sierra surprised everyone by embracing a more independent lifestyle. She started doing her own chores and announced her decision to step away from the family business. Her father, though initially hesitant, supported her choice, recognizing her newfound confidence. Meanwhile, at the lodge, Avi encouraged Jake to follow his heart. She revealed that her Christmas wish was for him to find happiness again. Realizing he couldn't let Sierra go, Jake decided to take a chance. On Christmas morning, Sierra broke off her engagement with Tad, understanding that their relationship was more about appearances than love. Moments later, Jake arrived, confessing his feelings for her. Sierra, touched by his honesty, admitted she felt the same way. The story didn't end there. Sierra returned to the lodge, this time as a partner, helping Jake rebuild and promote the North Star Lodge. Beauregard, grateful for Jake's kindness in taking care of his daughter, decided to invest in the lodge's future.